Hi everyone. So today's video is going to be on how to attain balance in life. So basically at uni, I saw this like meme probably like a couple years ago that you can't like have a social life and sleep and also have like academic success at university. I think it's very hard to like balance the three, but I think that things you can do to like make it easier. So I just wanted to share with you some of the stuff that I do to like sort of have balance in life, I think. So yeah, so the first thing for me is kind of knowing yourself and accepting yourself for who you are. So one thing that I know about myself is that I cannot study like at night unless I have a deadline that is that night. You will not catch me studying at night, and so I just don't plan to study at night because I've accepted that about myself, and I do other things instead. So I need to get up early, go to the library, and like work, and that's really important. So for my evenings, I can do other things. So for example, I really enjoy going to the gym, and so after a full day of studying or sort of sitting in like a chair for a whole day, I am extremely motivated to go to the gym because I've been sitting on my butt the whole day. So yeah, so things like that like help me sort of balance things out. So yeah, another thing is like relationships, friends, like people in general. Yeah, we have to interact with people on a day-to-day basis. So like what is the sort of best way to do that? So there's something really interesting I read about, and it's called Dunbar's number. So basically this psychologist guy did research. Dunbar, yeah, he did research and he found out that you could only have like 150 stable relationships. So I'm sorry, those 1,600 friends you have on Facebook, they're not all your friends. We both know it, you know? So you can only have like 150 stable relationships, and you can only have like five like intimate like relationships and friendships. And so out of this like number, it's really important to sort of prioritize like quantity over quality when it comes to friends, especially when you come to uni, because I think that like especially like, you know, if you come like at freshers week, you kind of want to be friends with everyone, you want to be friendly, you want to go out, like the more people you know, the sort of cooler you are. But just remember that like knowing loads of people doesn't mean you have loads of close friendships. So one thing that's really important to me is like prioritizing those people who I'm actually close to and knowing, okay, Steph, you only have three friends in uni. Yeah, it sounds a bit sad, but like I can like nurture those friendships without like, you know, like spending loads of time with loads of people and not actually building anything. And one thing that's also great is having productive time with your friends. So one of my friends, one of my really good friends actually, we go to the gym together to catch up, and I'm going to go to the gym anyways and she's going to go to the gym. So it's just like a nice way to sort of attain balance. So yeah, another thing that's super nutritious. Another thing that is super important is nutrition. Okay, so actually being able to achieve things, you have to follow your body for it. Like eating Domino's every night is just not gonna give you the energy you need to like, you know, achieve things. So learn how to cook and learn how to cook healthy food. And honestly, it's not hard. You can have healthy food with like the littlest cooking skill and the littlest time. So like my eating schedule is sort of like I'll have like 2 eggs in the morning and a bagel, and I have frozen vegetables. Like my best pals know like, oh, I only buy frozen vegetables because they're so easy. Just chuck them in the microwave and that's you done. And you know, I'll get like at the beginning of the week, I'll get all my protein or meat or whatever, and I'll just like, you know, marinate them and just eat them. So it takes me like literally 15 minutes to cook every meal that I'll eat, and then I'll just eat that meal. And in the evening sometimes like I can be a bit lazy, but I know that I need to eat, or less the next day I won't be able to do what I actually need to do. So something I actually started recently is that I got like tuna and corn and cream cheese. And okay, it's not the most exciting meal, but it has loads of nutrients, and you know, it like fills me. So nutrition is so important. Like it's like key, really. It's also really important to know like what's important to you. It might sound a bit gimmicky. Oops, serious. talking, but it might sound a bit gimmicky to like write a list of priorities, but it honestly is really important. I actually wrote an article about a year ago actually on sort of how to manage and prioritize your time, and there are kind of formulas in the article because I study engineering, so everything's like about those formulas. And even though there's like a lot of room in those formulas, I thought they were a really helpful starting point in terms of getting me to prioritize things and give things the time that they need. So have a plan. Like, you know, my mom always says if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So always have a plan. Like I have exams coming up very, very soon that quite honestly I'm just not as prepared for as I should be at this stage. But I've written a plan, a quite intensive plan on how I'm gonna get prepared for those exams and do well at those exams, hopefully. And that just makes me feel a lot more comfortable in my sort of ability to do it. So yeah, I hope these tips have been helpful. I know it is still hard to like balance everything out, but these are just get to know yourself, get to know what you like to do, get to know what situations are optimal for you, and take advantage of that. There's no point trying to change yourself, trying to, have unrealistic targets, because the time you have here is limited. Obviously, improve yourself in small increments and realistic increments. If you think something needs improvement, you should improve on it. And yeah, actually, the last thing before I go, okay, this is my favorite thing ever. I have this app, it's called Forest. Let me see whether I can actually open it right here. So I have that issue that when I study, I'm like always checking my phone. And so I've started growing trees. So this is the app. Actually, it's a Christmas tree right now. I think you can see it, but let me try to get it to focus in. It's not going to focus in, but yeah, you grow trees. And so I do like this, it's called the Pomodoro method. It's something I can't pronounce, but basically you study intensively for 25 minutes, you take a 5 to 10 minutes break, and you study for another 25 minutes. And I grow my trees for 25 minutes. It's actually really addictive because I have like a forest of trees, and the trees sort of signify how long I've focused for. So that really helps me just stay focused and keep like working even though it's hard. So I think it's about being smart, not necessarily about pushing yourself past your limits. And I think that's why a lot of people sort of like rebound or give up or just procrastinate the whole time they're in the library. You have to accept who you are and be smart and find ways to be effective to get that balance going, I hope this has been useful, and yeah, happy holidays.